Today, we are going to go into Google Slide. So this is actually my fourth session and will be my last, but not the last for the training. The training will go on until next week, but my session will be, this is the last. The first was on Google Doc, second was on Google Sheet, and recently it was on Google Slide, and this one is on Google Form. Okay, let me share you this. Now, regarding Google Slide last time, if you all, those who joined me during that session, you will notice that I couldn't finish to explain in detail how to prepare the sheet, the exercise sheet. So I put here the link for those of you who didn't able to get the link. I've already distributed before this. Okay, so this is the link. You can get a video that I make. Encik Hafiz also has upload inside Oasis under my section. So you can get it over there, and also you can get from this one. Okay, let me share you this PowerPoint slide. Okay, so I saw Dr. Elham. Dr. Elham, welcome. And for everybody, thank you for joining. Right, thank you for joining. I really appreciate this. I thought there would not be many because a lot of you has already used Google Form before. But Alhamdulillah, today we have a lot of participants. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Okay, so today we are going to go into application of Google Forms in teaching and learning. So again, for those of you who haven't got my number, this is my number, 019-286-7794. And again, I would like to do some promo. Afterwards, around 11, there will be a live question and answer on online assessment, okay, by Open Learning. Okay, let me paste the copy. Let me copy this for a while. Okay, this is the link for those of you who would like to join that session afterwards. Okay, on online assessment. Okay, to register, you can go to that bit.ly Tanya OL _10 April. Okay, what we're going to do today is I'm going to give you some introduction regarding Google Form, and then we will go to activity. We're not going to have any interaction like last time where I give you some exercise. So we are going to create Google Form, and then we're going to meddle around with its function and setting, and then we go on to the summary. So I hope those of you who followed me using a laptop, then we can go step by step in doing that. So the learning outcome, at the end of this course, participants should be able to explain the function and usage of Google Forms in teaching and learning, and create Google Forms for application in teaching and learning. Okay, I just want to recap back what every one of you has gone through for the past, I think, nearly coming to 2 weeks. Okay, the training that PPBI, not PBR, is PPBI, has conducted since 29th of March. So among them, you all have access to quizzes regarding assessment, add puzzle, and then everyone has gone through Kahoot, video making using Screencast-O-Matic, Loom, and then content creation using Powtoon, collaborative and assessment using Padlet and Trello. You all have followed Mentimeter, okay, and Socrative by Madam Nohafiza, and then a few on Google, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slide. So a lot have been done. So what we are giving to all the lecturers is not apps that you all supposed to do, but we are trying to show the diverse apps that everyone can pick and choose according to your preference and also your suitability to apply to the student. Okay, so regarding Google Form, okay, let us see some feedback. Go to the chat here. Now, we know that Google Forms can do is, Google Form can collect data and information, because a lot of you might have filled up a survey, and I know the recent survey that everyone is filling up is a survey by, I think each faculty is doing that. Every day, those who teach need to fill up the Google Form to inform, so that the faculty can record what the class, the time, and whether you are doing synchronous and asynchronous. Right? In my faculty, FPSM, our deputy dean create that form, and every lecturer who start to teach starting this week have to update. So it can collect data and information. It can also generate data. For those of you who has the chance to create, you know that by having the information, you can, it is being placed inside Excel, okay, in a Google Sheet, and you can analyze that data. Another thing is you can do quiz for assessment. Some of you, I know, has already applied Google Form to create quiz, okay, and in Google Forms, you can create multiple forms of question and data collection, not just doing putting multiple choice question. You can also ask the student to upload something. You can also insert videos, and so that the student can watch. But the main two things that we normally do is to create form for survey and also for quiz. Now, can you respond to me two questions? Okay, how many of you, I'm sure a lot of you have already filled up a form. How many of you have created a Google form for survey? Okay, we do is number one first. How many of you, please answer yes. Please reply yes to the chat. Those of you who haven't, reply no. Okay, there are a lot of you have yes. Okay, there are no. Right. Okay, can be considered nearly 50%. Yes. Okay, there are no. Okay, while you all are responding, let's test again. Can you hear my voice? It will be, no, not yet. If you put yes, then it will be clear. Thank you. Okay, so I can say some 50% is has created the form and 50% no. Okay, we go on to the second one. How many of you have created Google form for quiz? Okay, no. Some of you yes. Okay, Madam Hafiza, yes. All right. Okay, a lot of you no. Dr. Yusnita, yes. Never. Pernah. Dr. Ramisah, yes. Okay, Dr. Ilham, no. Okay, so we are going to go to basic thing. Now, apart from that, now this is the third question. How many of you create Google Form not for these two purposes, but for other purposes? Anybody would like to share, or if they have done it using Google Form not for quiz and not for collecting survey? Okay, for PITA, all right. Attendance, okay. Neither. Student attendance, all right. So generally, a lot of you use it for attendance and PITA. Okay. Now I'm going to show you one, because this is my planning. Okay, let me show you this. Post this. Share content. Google Chrome. Okay, actually, Google Form can be used for many purposes. Okay, but today I'm just going to highlight one, and then we're going to do the activity for the basic basic things in Google Form, because anything that you want to create for any purposes, it resides on the basic function of Google Form. Okay, I'm showing to you because I'm developing this. This is my first time actually, other than creating form. I'm developing this for my semester June diploma student, because we need to do remote learning. So I have a class for this June. So I'm preparing the content for each topic. Okay, this is not to show what I can do, but I'm to show what Google Form can do. I'm doing a task-based learning, but using Google Form. Okay, this is one example. Okay, this is like a self-determined learning for the student. They can fill up any time, but if they don't submit, that means it will not be recorded. So I'm doing a task-based learning by doing Google Form. That means you're not collecting information, but you're using it for teaching. So I'm creating this. Okay, welcome to the world of fisheries. You will embark into the adventure as a fisheries explorer. Okay, you will go through several tasks, blah 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 blah. Okay, and may the force be with you. So this sensory evaluation form. And then they fill up this thing. If they are wrong, they will go here. This is not the one. Star Wars skip me. I'm a fan of Star Wars. Okay. So if they answered it wrong, they will go to one section. If they answer it correct, they will go to another section. Okay. Then they will go into a task. Can everybody see this? The one that I'm showing? Okay. So, task number 1, they need to find a reference, fill it up, answer them. I prepare a paragraph answer. So they need to explain and provide a URL. Then they go to task number 2, okay, where I insert a video. They need to watch this video, and then they need to answer some question, and they need to upload some of the pictures regarding a fish. And in one part, they need to find a picture of a fish in the web using PowerPoint, create a blank presentation, insert the picture. They need to do some work, label the 5 fins, save their PowerPoint as a picture file, and upload here. Okay? Yes, memang Google Form memang sangat hebat. So you can do various things. After this, they go to task number 3. This one, Dr. Azlina, if you design it and you have accustomed to it, it will take less than 1 hour to do this. The most important thing is the designing of the flow. That one, it takes a long time. Once you have designed, in order to do this, it will take less than 1 hour. Okay, and then task number 3, biological aspect of a fish. So this one, I want them to take a video of themselves explaining to me. So let's see how good you are in describing a fish. So I want them to pick a fish, go to the internet, find the information about its biological aspects in terms of body shape, fins, mouth structure, feeding habitat. Yes, they make a video, but they must be there to present, and they upload their video here. Yep, Dr. Samsia, they upload their video in a Google form. Google form can do that. And then at the end, they need to do reflection. So what have you learned? Share what have you learned from your journey as a fisheries explorer after completing all the tasks. So they write it here. So this is one of the way I would like to share, because I'm going to prepare this for my all 7 topics that I'm going to teach this coming semester June for diploma. Because we need to do remote learning. They will be coming back only in September to UMT. So I'm trying to guide them for every topic so they can do this at their own pace. Yes, this is just one topic, Dr. Samsia. I'm preparing also for another 6 topics. Okay, it's going to be a task-based learning. So again, I highlight this not because of what, but I'm trying to show Google Form can also do other things rather than collecting information survey, okay, attendance, as well as quiz. Yes, different topic, different. You can set the time. Afterwards, I can show you how to set the time and duration. Okay. Yes, it can be easily accessed by students if they have the line, just like us when we were asked to fill up a Google form. Okay. So after they write reflection, because this thing can be captured, the data can be captured, it can be compiled, so you can track the understanding. All right. Okay. Let me check back any other things from the chat. Okay. So have you had any idea like this before regarding Google Form? No. So you can have a try. There's one question. Set the time. Yes. If the student doesn't have the time to complete, let's say, for example, I'm giving them 2 days. So it's just the same. As long as they don't submit, they can just redo back again. Continue until they submit, then they submit. They press the submit button. It will not stop from where they stop. Every time when they want to do, they need to repeat from the start. So by doing that, they are repeating. Hopefully, my theory is, if let's say they finish this half task 1, tomorrow they want to do task 2, so they need to do task 1 again and then task 2. If they say that they cannot complete, they want to do task 3, so the next day they need to do back task 1, task 2, task 3, then only they submit. Yeah, so they can continue. No, as I said, they cannot save the draft, but they need to repeat back. So my theory is that by repeating this, for those who don't want to finish it on that particular timing duration, so the process of repeating back in order to complete the form will enable them to learn. Yes. Okay. So now I've showed you this. Let us go. Okay, I'm going to share another one. Screen PowerPoint. Stop sharing pula. Share PowerPoint. Okay, share. Let's go to the PowerPoint. Okay. So, again, I'm recycling the same file because it is the same thing. You can create content, like the one you see. You can create content for forms. You can create content for task-based learning. Okay? You can create content for your question. Another thing is collaborative work. Now, this collaborative work is actually collaborative work among us lecturers. You can share, for those of you who haven't shared, they can save the file and video and if for uploading, hooks and the efficient. That's why you need to guide them. Okay? My purpose of doing that is, I'm sure those who don't know will ask me. So the process of learning will happen through that way. So this is where they start to learn from me and also from each other. So we want them to explore. At the same time, we increase their skills on doing other things. This is where they learn how to make videos, how to do some things in the PowerPoint. And then the purpose is to learn other things as well. Okay, collaborative work. If let's say you want to do a quiz, you have 3 different sections of a quiz. Section 1 is conducted by you. Section 2 is being done by another lecturer. Yes, you can direct them to answer in order. Afterward, I can show you how to do. And then you have section number 3 should be done by another lecturer, lecturer C. You can share this form so that you do section 1, lecturer B do section 2, and lecturer C do section 3. So afterward, we'll go through, for those of you who haven't done how to share your form for other people to create the content, we're going to go over there. Now, the third one is worksheet. You can create worksheet because those of you who had create Google Form for survey, you will know that when people respond, Google Form can create a worksheet filled with that data. So automatically you have worksheet of all the data that you have collected. The fourth one is quiz. This one most of you already know how to create a quiz, and you can assign tasks like the one that I showed to you just now. You give them task-based learning. They can learn at their own pace, and then let's say we give them about 3 days to settle. By 3 days, they complete the task and they can send. All right, regarding online examination by multiple lecturers shared tasks, yes, you can do it because you can collaborate the form by other people to use also. Okay, cannot do by group. They can do by group, but you can ask them to discuss. Okay, one of the way I shared to you how to do by groups, in one of the topic, what my planning is, I will ask them to create a WhatsApp group among them. So they will have, normally in my class, I will have 10 groups, but now depending on diplomas, the new diploma student, how many are really coming in. So these 10 groups, each group will create their own WhatsApp group. Okay, and they need to add me in. I've done this before in my previous class. So from there, I can track their discussion in order to settle that task. And only one person will fill up the form. So we can also do like that if you want to. It's up to our creativity. Okay, so I repeat this again. Creating content. You can collaborate with your colleague to develop maybe a quiz or any form of survey. Google Form enables you to create a worksheet because the data that you get can be in a form of Microsoft Excel. You can create quiz and can assign tasks like I'm showing to you just now. Okay, now let's get on with this. Afterwards, please open your Google Chrome. Sign into Google, either using your personal or institutional Gmail. And again, message from the organizer, penganjur, please mute the microphone. Okay, so we are going to do this. Can we involve all group members to answer particular tasks? We can do it if, for example, let's say we are doing inside a classroom. So you can see them discussing. If not, then like I said just now, you can ask them to create a remote group. But in order for you to track, you must be inside that particular group and you need to instruct them that the discussion must be in the group so that you can see. So they can get involved to answer, but only one person of the group member need to answer. Okay, we are going to go to creating Google Form. And while doing that, we can look at the function and setting. Okay, today, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, we are going to do 14 steps. It's not a step, actually. 14 things that we are going to do to create your form. So, step number 1, afterwards, we are going to create a new form. How to create the form? We are going to, where's my mouse? Name the form. How to name the form? How to set the theme and adding the main picture. Yes, you can try this for online examination. Adding description. Hopefully, while we are doing this, you can see the possibility of doing that by multiple lecturers. Okay, and then creating question. Now, in this session, we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So rather than showing to you 2 steps how to create a form for survey and quiz, we are going to show how to do a quiz so that by doing a quiz, it's the same procedure on how to fill up a survey form. So we kill 2 birds with 1 stone because the instruction is nearly the same. Online laboratory class depends, Dr. Azila. If do you mean that they will do their lab work or during lab or now during remote learning? These are the things that we need to also see. Okay, I get on with this. We are going to go to creating question, short answer. Creating question, multiple choice. Creating question, drop-down menu. Creating question, checkbox. Creating question, paragraph. Creating question where they need to upload file. Insert a video in a question. How to insert section. And creating password. Okay. Anybody of you have had created a password before for your quiz? Okay. For those of you who haven't created a password, okay, today we will show you how to create a password for your quiz. Okay, regarding tiru ni semua, afterward at the end of the section, I will explain. Okay, now let's go on. Shall we go on to the start of our activity? Share content. We're going to the browser. Okay. So everybody, please open your Google Chrome and go to google.com. Okay. Sign into your Google. And then using this checkbox here, the 9 box icon, you go to your Google Drive. Okay. Go to the 9 checkbox icon and click on your Google Drive. Okay. I'm going to my folder. Okay, this is the thing that I would like to recommend for those of you who will start creating a lot of forms after this. Now, for those of you who haven't created a form, you might not notice it. Every time when you create a form, Google will create a folder to compile all the evidence from those who submitted or who fill up the form. So, it is recommended that you create a special folder so that anything that you create from the form resides and located in that particular folder. So in my case, I created a folder here. I just name it as a form. Okay. So again, I repeat this one. So I created a folder. For those of you who don't know how to create a folder, inside your main drive, you can go to this colorful plus icon with a new word, new here. Click. There you are. You have create folder. So you can click on this. It will create a folder and you can rename. So you can name the folder. Right? Okay, cancel this. In my case, I created one specific folder for form. Now, if you notice here, when you create any forms that you created will be here, and Google will automatically create a folder for each of the responses that you get. So you don't need to create. So you just imagine if you don't put it in a specific folder, it will be everywhere. So it will be difficult for you to trace. Okay? Now let us start on how to create a form. Step number 1 just now, creating a form. Okay. You go again to this plus sign with a word new here on the top left. Okay, this is the one. Click. You will see a list. Folder, file upload, folder upload, Google Doc, sheet, slide, and more. To create Google Form, it is located at this more section. Okay, did you all get this? At this section more, there is a Google Form. So again, you can either use blank template or you can create a form template. So we want to go to blank form. So again, click new, more, Google Form, blank template. Okay, now you will have this display. You will have here, okay, let's go through at the interface. Oh, repeat. Okay, I repeat again. Close this. You go to this plus sign on the top left. This one. Okay. Click. Right. Once you click at this stop sign, you go down to More. When you hover your mouse to More, there will be Google Form. Then you click at the arrow next to the Google Form and click Blank Form. Okay? Is it okay now? Yes. So you will go to this interface. Okay. Anybody who hasn't arrived at this section, the form? Okay. So now I'm going to explain to you the interface. If you notice on the top left, Untitled Form. No problem, Dr. Zahimi. We go step by step. Yang penting, at the end, masing-masing dapat buat. Kita go one by one. Okay, this one, this is where you name your form. On this top left. So you can name your form here. So this one, let's say I put here quiz 1. So everybody name your form on this top left. Okay, it will save. Alright, and so this is where you name your form. Just click here and put any name that you want. Right? Like in my case, I'll put quiz 1. Now next, I'm going to show you this one. On the top right, you have this like a color dot. Title, apa beza title kat atas tu dengan title kat form? Title kat form, which part title kat form? Oh, this one. This is the name. You see, if I change, let's say I put here quiz 40. This thing will change the name. So this is the name of the quiz. Anything that you put here will be adjusted here. Okay, now I change. See, quiz 1, you become quiz 1. It will synchronize. Okay, this is to customize your theme. Now we are going for the third section. Create a form. We have finished. Okay, I put here a red color. Naming the form. We have finished. Now we are going to go to setting the theme and adding pictures. Okay, this top one, you see here looks like a jigsaw puzzle. The top one, I'm circling here. The next one looks like the watercolor palette. This eye here is for you to display. How would your form look like? So you can view your form over here. And this is the setting. We are going to go to this setting at the end after we have created the form. So now customize the theme. Can every one of you click here? The top left. Next to the puzzle. There's this one. You will go to a list of things. Choose image, theme color, background color, font style. Okay, let me close video. Okay, now everybody eyes can see the screen. So again, I show you customize theme. You will have theme option. Why don't I get the jigsaw puzzle? That is a good question, Dr. Mohani. You will get it if you have some add-on there. I've added add-ons to my things. I will explain to you what add-ons, the special feature that I added for my form. Okay. This is the thing that I want to share to you, where I've added an add-on which I can set the time for the student to answer. If the time finish, they cannot respond anymore. So I will show to you how I add form limiter, where I can also set how many submission. That means if we have 20 students, I can limit to 20. Student who submit the 21 will be rejected. So actually you can add on a lot of things. If we go to advanced course on this, I can show you. And one of the things, since you asked me about this puzzle, I want to add one thing. You can also create a document using add-ons, some add-ons, to distribute. Okay, one thing. If you want to develop a course syllabus for your faculty, you can use Google Form to have a certain format. These are the things that the lecturer needs to fill up, send to the lecturers. The lecturer will fill up to create the syllabus. After they submit, there's one add-on where you can instruct the data to transform it into a document. So that document will automatically be a syllabus for a certain subject. So there are a lot of features, but I don't want to pening with all those features. So we just go to the basic one. Google Form can do a lot of things. Okay, how to choose image. Now we are going to here, theme option. Okay, we are now at the theme option. Header, choose image. Can everybody click choose image? Okay, you will see a list of image that you can use. If you notice, you open up a Google Form and suddenly you see a picture on top. So this is how you add a picture to your form. There is a list of themes that you can add. You can also upload from your own picture. Okay. Now, please select one of the picture here for your form. Okay, now we are going to choose a picture from the theme work and school. Okay, can everybody, okay, again, I show to you, customize theme, choose image. Okay, thank you, Dr. Aisha, for helping me writing up that. Work and school. Okay, just choose one image. Choose this one. Then insert. Once you select the image, an insert will appear. So you press insert. Wait for a while, the picture will appear. Okay. The picture appear in all your form? Okay, that's great. That is great. Okay, now you have uploaded the picture. Below here, the theme color, you can choose for your color for your form. Okay. If you look here, I can choose whether I want this color, purple color. Okay. So I maintain here blue. You can choose background color. You want it to be white or light blue. You can even change your font. There are several fonts that you can play with. I'm just going to set myself for basic. Okay. So this is the first startup. So once you open the form, give a name on the top here. Then you can adjust adding pictures at the theme section. Now let us close this theme option. So setting the theme and adding main picture is already settled. Now we are going to add description. The next step is to add description. Now, how to add description? Let us look at your form. Like in my case, since I renamed my form into Quiz 1, the first section under the picture is where I found my Quiz 1 title. Underneath it, it has form description. So you can type. This is where sometimes you see people explaining. So let's say this is a quiz for topic 1. Okay. Answer all questions in the section. Okay. And then you can put here student are given 1 hour to complete the quiz. Okay, can every one of you type a description? Okay, this is just starting on creating your quiz. We haven't gone to the creating answer. After this, creating question. After this, we are going to create question. Okay, so can I move on to the next step? Okay, so now we are going to go to the next step. Okay, next step. We have finished adding description. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Terima kasih. Cik Kasar. Masih lagi dapat ikut. Okay, kalau siapa yang tak dapat, please maklumkan. Saya boleh repeat balik. Now, the next step is to create question. Short answer question. Now, in this one, okay, hopefully, if there are a bit lost, please inform me, because for this short answer, I will straight away explain how to create password, because normally we create password from the start, right? Okay, we are going to do 2 things in this short answer. Okay, let me show you. Creating the name first. For sure, if you want to do a quiz, you must ask them to put in their name. So now, in this interface, I explain to you, this, can you see the mouse that I'm hovering? Now, this is the place where you put your question or you put your instruction. Nama or metric number, question 1, and you put the question. This is the answer that you want to put in for them to answer. Now, if you go to the top left, you see the word appear here, multiple choice. If you click, you will have various types of ways for the student to answer. Short answer, if they want essay, you click at the paragraph, then they can write up an answer, essay answer. Multiple choice, if you want to do MCQ. Checkbox also is part of MCQ. Drop down. This section, file upload. This is where you want them to upload your file. If you remember just now when I do task-based learning, I want them to upload their video or a picture. So this is where you set a question and ask them to upload a file. For those of you who have experience registering for any competition, they ask you to upload bukti pembayaran. So this is how they create. How short is the answer? I think less than 50 words. Okay. I haven't had this experience yet, how short, because normally I put as name, but you can test how long. But I think about 50 to 100 words. Oh no, less than 50 words. But you can try. Okay, now we're going to go short answer. Okay, again, I show to you. Let's go one by one. Give the question first. Nama, name. Okay, put in name, everybody, for the first question. Name. At this one, select short answer. So you will see here short answer text. This is where the student will answer. Now, how to force them to fill up this form? Okay, has everybody put the name and also select short answer? Okay. Now, we want them to put in their name, and we put them as a must. If you look at this question, down below here, that is like an A4 paper icon, a trash bin for you to delete. Next to it is required. Click this so that it will be a required instruction for them to fill up. Okay? So, they will fill up this thing. Okay, if everyone has already finished this part, asking the student, we want to create a section where they need to put a name. Now, we are going to create the next question. How to create the next question? If you look down below, there's no other thing, right? So how to create the next question? If you notice to the right side of your question, there is a list of icon, a plus sign, another one showing an arrow with a A4 paper, a TT icon, this one, another one, an arrow, and also a double block. 200 characters. Okay, thank you, Madam Wan Hafiza. Thank you very much. So 200 characters. So if you want to ask them to put in the answer like, give a definition or something, so you can let them to answer short answer. Okay, now we are going to add question. You click at this plus sign here. Okay, the topmost in the list of that icon. So everybody click. You will notice a new question sheet appears at the bottom. Okay, everybody managed to add another question? Okay. All right. Now we are going to add password. How to add password? We want the student, where they open up the question, they cannot see the question yet until you give them the password. So, at this question here, put in password. Okay? And select at the right short answer. Okay? Everybody do that. Type in password here. Select short answer. Okay. Some of you might have this thing coming out. Response validation has been added. Number is number, right? And the next one is custom error text. Now, again, you want them to have this compulsory. You go to this one, required, select, activate. Because if you don't set the required to on, they can skip and go to the next section. We don't want them to skip. They must fill up this one. So put this as a required. For those of you who doesn't have this thing coming out, pop up, response validation, where to get this thing pop up? Next to required, there is a 3 small dot. If you click, you will notice response validation. Can all of you see this? So next to this one, response validation. So you click. See, if I don't click this, nothing. When I click yes, it will appear. So how to set a password? Generally, I would recommend you set a password having text. So now we go how to set a password. For those of you who has this response validation appear, on the left there is a number. Click, select text. Okay. Again, at this one, select text. Guna handphone tak keluar validate. Okay. Should be, yeah. Alright, never mind. Try to go into laptop or desktop. Data Azlin. Okay, if you cannot, then you just see this. Just follow. This one, text, contain. You must have this one. Contain. Okay, this is the password that you want to give. Assume that I want to give this one. 1, 2, 3, hashtag. So everybody create password now. Select text. For this section, choose contain. This one, on the right, the custom error text, you put here, wrong password. So now you have text. It must contain this one. Okay. You have this 1, 2, 3, hashtag, and you have this wrong password. Okay. Now you have created a password for your quiz. How to see whether it works? Now you have created 2 questions, 2 things. If you want to see or view the things that you have created, you go to this, the top one, just now the section where you have custom theme. You have this eye. You click at the eye. Now everybody click at this eye. This is the one that will appear. Quiz 1, name, password. Can everybody see or view your form that you have created? Okay. Now you can put in your name, just test. Okay, try to put a wrong password and see what does it appear. Did all of you appear like the one that I encounter? It will come out wrong password. So this is how you create your password. When the student open up the exam, they fill up their name, they need to wait for you to give your password. Then only they can proceed with your question. Tak jadi, Okay, Prof. Nora and the rest, Prof. Nora, Dr. Samsiah, dia tak keluar. Did you test at your the one that you view or the one that the original one? Oh, nak set password dia tak dapat. Okay, yang lain dah boleh kan? The rest boleh. Okay, for the rest yang boleh, wait for a while. I'm going to show back to the one that cannot create. Dr. Helmi pun boleh. Okay, like this, Dr. Samsiah, Prof. Nora. Password, you create this password. Dah dapat, Prof. Okay. Select short answer. Tak boleh. If they put in the wrong password, they cannot proceed to the next section. Now you can select here text, select contain, and put in the password that you want. Password, Prof, because sometimes some students, they don't have what we call that, a fast line. Okay, when you do online quiz. Some of them, if you open up straight away, they can see the question, then they can start to chat with their friends. Hey, what is the answer for this question number 3? Because they can browse through the whole question. So you don't want them to discuss yet. Because sometimes you say, okay, you remember in the exam, for example, okay, you will be given 5 minutes to fill up your name and metric number. After 5 minutes, we will start our exam. So, while that 5 minutes, if you don't create password, they can straight away browse through the question, they can already start to discuss. So one of the way to reduce cheating is they need to wait. Once you give them the password, when they start to fill up the password, okay, you say to them, now I'm going to give you a password, enter your password and you can start your exam right now. So they can start, then only they can start to see the question. Okay? Okay, now we're going to create another question. In order to create another question, okay, now I repeat back. We have finished creating a form, naming the form, setting the theme and adding main picture, adding description, creating question for short answer. This one, I give you an example of putting the name. Reliable online exam, yeah. And then we have finished on creating password. Now, let's go to creating multiple choice question. Okay, everybody go add the question at this plus sign here. Okay, now we are going to do a multiple choice objective question. Click add. Okay, if you notice when you preview, it will open another web browser, site. So you go back to your original one. Okay, put in any question. Okay, let's say I just want to do a simple question. Animals that lives. Okay, let us do one question on multiple choice. Lives in the water. Okay. So now, put your question at the question section. At the type of answer, you select multiple choice. Okay, everybody do that. Put in your question. Select multiple choice. Okay. Below, you will see option 1 and others. Start to put your let's say you put 4 different answers. Okay, now we are going to put, let's say, I'm going to put here, number 1, tiger. Number 2, I put ants. Number 3, I put here fish. Number 4, let's say, what should I put? Lizard. Okay. So add in your question. Okay, put in 4 answers, but make sure one of them is the correct one. Okay, can I proceed to the next step? Okay. Now, if you notice on this, at the right side of every answer, there is an X symbol here for every answer. And then if you go a little bit to the left, there is an icon say you can add image. So here you can also add the image. Like for example, in myself, tiger, I can add image of a tiger. I can add image of an ant. I can add image of a fish. I can add image of a lizard. So apart from your writing the answer, you can also add the image here. Now, how to select the correct answer? Okay, I'm going to show you how. Let us go back to the top one, where I have the add-on thing. Okay, the add-on, where some of you don't have it yet. Next to it is where you customize the theme. Just now you press the I for display to preview. Now we are going to go this round thing, setting. Can everyone click on the setting? Now I'm going to show you this. Okay, everybody is in the setting view. Okay, again I put here the top side. Add the add-on and then theme, the icon, the next one. Click on the setting. You will see 3 different topics: general, presentation, quiz. If you want to make it as a quiz, you click here, quizzes. And you click make this a quiz. So it will make this as a quiz. Okay, now I'm going to explain the setting down here. This setting depends on how you want your quiz to be. So you have activate your quiz to be a quiz. Under here you have quiz option. There is where you can select immediately after each submission. That means the marks of the student can straight away be obtained by the student right after they submit. That is one. You can do this if you want to create a quiz for self-learning, just for them to practice, so that they can know where they are wrong, how many marks that they get. Yes, you can do like this. If, let's say, you have some question where they answered in a structure or essay form, I will guarantee marks cannot be given. So you can put here later after manual review. Because some of their question needs to be graded after they submit, especially on the essay and also on the short answer section. Quiz option in log mode. What do you mean, Dr. Shahrin? Log mode. If log mode, where you mean that you don't want them to see the question? Other patient while taking this quiz. This one is only for Chromebook. This one is only for Chromebook. Dr. Shahrin, you can see that because I'm guarantee you open your Google account using UMT. UMT, we are given G Suite for education. So G Suite for education, they have that feature for those students who are using Chromebook laptop. Yes, Dr. Susanna. In certain schools or universities, if they are using the student are using Chromebook, it's a type of laptop, then you can use that lock mode. For us, we cannot use it. That one will stop the people from opening up another web browser to browse for the answer. And that is the purpose. So they are locked to see only the question. They cannot find the answer by clicking the top tab. Okay. Below here, respondent can see missed question. If you don't want, you can take out. Respondent can see correct answer. You can put this if you are doing your quiz as a self-learning for them. You can put them so that they can view. If let's say you are using for a proper quiz, take this out. And you can also set the point value, how many marks. Okay. Is everybody clear at this quizzes part? All right. So make a quiz. If you have an essay answer, put it later. Respondent can see. I only want them to see point value. Okay, let's go to general. Can we all go to general? In the general, okay, for validation purposes, you can set this for them to collect collect email address. So they are required to put in their email address. Now, require sign in. If you are doing quiz, of course, you want them to only submit one response. So, limit them to be able to submit one response. If, let's say, you are preparing them like what I do for task-based learning, then take this thing out because you want them to do. Oh, sorry. If like task-based learning, also you can set into one response. Okay, respondent can edit after submission. We don't want that. And respondent can see summary chart and text responses. So this one, we can leave it. This is up to you. Most important thing, for validation, make sure they need to give their email address. And you only block them where they can only submit one response. Okay, now we save. We go to the question. Okay, everybody now, let's go to your multiple choice question. The one that you created. As quizzes, yes, quizzes. Set them to quiz. Everyone, if you set them to quiz, you can start to see at the bottom here, answer key coming out. This is where you set the marks. If you click, let's say I want them, every question is 2 marks, 2 points. So I can put there 2 points. I click done. So again, here, the answer key, you can add in the points. Now, if you want to set which answer is the correct answer, go to this left section, the round one, click on this one. Oh, required. Set them to required. Let me check first. Please set them to quiz. Save. Remove. Answer key. Right. Again, sorry. answer key, select. Okay. So you click on answer key and you click on the one that is the correct answer. Then press done. So this will be the correct answer. Okay. And make sure you put here required because they need to answer this before they can go to the next section. Okay. Now, look at the bottom one, required. You can see the 3 dots here. This is where you can select shuffle option order. So this will shuffle the answer. So one student list of answer, let's say mine is starting from fish, lizard, and fish, lizard, tiger. The other one might be lizard and tiger, fish. So you can have the option to shuffle your answer at this 3 dot button. Okay. Now, we have finished creating multiple choice. Okay. So multiple choice we have finished. Now, I'm going to skip into this one, insert section. Okay, we are going to go to insert section. Why I skip and straight away go over there? Can every one of you click the view button, the preview button? The one with the eye. Okay, click here. If you notice, you set the password, but at the bottom, student can still see the answer. Do you notice that? Yeah, the preview button will let you see what will the student view when they receive your quiz. So, if this appear this way, so what is the purpose of having a password? Ya, video ni memang tengah rekod. Cik Fandi tengah rekod. So, how do you make sure that when they want to click password, they cannot see the first question down below or the rest of the question that you make? Okay, let us go back here. Now, everybody click at this password section, the question of the password that I'm going right now. Look on your right. If you want to add question, you add in plus. Down below, there are 2 blocks. You click there, add section. You will have the one like I have right now. Email address, name, password, untitled section. Okay. Everybody got this? Did you manage to create untitled section? Okay. Now, please preview again. See what happens when the student start to see your question. Yay. Tell me, what will the student see right now? Can the student see the answer? The question?
No.
No, right? Okay. I repeat back again. Okay, let me delete this section first. Okay, from the start. You have a password just now. If you don't create section, the student can straight away see the question. We don't want them to see the question before they put in the password. So you need to differentiate, asingkan that question from the password. So make sure you click on this section where you have password. Then on the right, the list of the plus sign and everything, you see here these two block section. If you hover your mouse over there, it will mention add section. Then you will create a section. Yes, you cannot create next sebab we have put in required. If you don't put required, they won't, even they don't put in their password, they can straight away go to the next. When you put in required, they need to fill up the password. Okay. The one that I repeat, for those of you who wants me to repeat, did you get this? Okay. Now, please preview back again. Try to put a wrong password. Okay, you put in your email address. Must be a valid email address. Okay, let's say I put here my name. I put the wrong password. Try to click next. You cannot go to the question. Yeah, the password can be the same to all students. It will be the same. If you want to give to a different student, let's say you have two sets of questions. Okay, so you can divide into two different groups. Group A will have this password. Group B will have a different password. If you want to have two different sets of questions. See, if they write in the correct password, now I'm going to write the correct password, then only they can move to the next question. See? Now they can start to answer the question. Okay. So we have finished insert section. Okay, now we are going to go to the next one, drop down menu. It's just the same thing. This text box, okay, we're going to go a little bit fast because this will be just the same. Can you all create a question? Now go back to your main. Okay. The first question, meaning that we have to duplicate different doc for each group. Yes. Okay. Dr. Diana buat test pakai Google Form ke? Oh, melepas tak sempat kot. Okay. Now, this one, create a question. Okay, you just create any question, but now we are going to select checkbox. Yes, betul Dr. Faridah. You give your password when they have set in. Don't give the password early. Can shuffle also the question for different set. We can just duplicate the question, but you give different password. For checkbox, let's see, I just give here. Please have how many fins? How many fins? Okay. Does a fish have? So I put here checkbox. It's just the same like multiple choice. The only thing now it has a checkbox. So I can put here 1 fin, 2 fin. Okay. Just add in 3 fins, 5 fins. Okay, just do the same thing. You want them to know the correct answer, you go to answer key, give the correct answer. You can give the points and you are done. Ya, betul Dr. Miza. Make sure dia orang dah masuk. Then only we give them password. Okay, I think everybody get the hang of it. You can start to do it a little bit quicker. Create a question, but now instead of putting multiple choice, you put in checkbox. Okay. List the answer. To select the right answer, click on the answer key and you tick which one is the correct answer. This one Cik Farid, saya rasa saya pun tak sure lagi Cik Farid. Because difficult to monitor because they are in a remote area. Okay, what is the difference? I guess Prof. Saladin tanya what is the difference between checkbox and multiple. No, it's just a different way of creating the answer section. So you can do the multiple choice. Another way, you can also do like this, Prof. Saladin. So basically, there's not much difference. The only way is the way the answer is presented. You can do true or false, do it in a multiple choice. Okay, let me show you this one. Apa yang tanya multiple choice? Okay, assuming I create multiple choice, I use ikan because we are accustomed. Ikan boleh hidup atas pokok, for example. You want to know true or false. You can do multiple choice. Option 1, betul. Option 2, salah. Put in your answer key. So this is how you want to do true and false question. Okay, checkbox you can give them more answers. For example, I show you how many fins does a fish has. If let's say you are doing a question in which you want them to do, okay, what you can do is, let's say I'm putting here 1 and 5. I put here done. You need to add description. For those of them, maybe they, okay, please tick more than 1. You can either do like this, okay, or please not tick, please select. Maybe like Dr. Farida, you said, okay, what are the ingredients that is needed to make a cake? So you list down the ingredients. They should have 3 ingredients out of 7. So you can select like what I do. Okay, the 3 ingredients. Okay, these are the correct answers that they need to put in. So you can set here, please select 3 ingredients. So if this is the 3 ingredients, it will be the one. Okay, now let's just check. Everyone, have you created the checkbox question? Okay, the marks, they will add in this one. At the answer key here, you already put in the points. So this will be calculated, adding up how many total points. Yes. Atau just copy. Dok, sekiranya soalan MCQ, kita kena pergi setting, set as quiz. No. Once you select quiz, everything is already becoming a quiz. You don't need to select every question. If you notice just now, we set only one time, the rest of the question that we do already become quiz. Once you select quiz, all the question that you do will become quiz. Okay, can we go on to the next section? Drop down menu is quite the same thing. I think I can skip this. You can explore. Because we are already ahead of running out of time. Now, I'm going to go to these 4 things. Create a paragraph section. Yes, you can also shuffle question. Okay. Now, let us go and create a paragraph question. Now, everybody, as usual, click on the plus sign to add in the question. Okay, let's say I put here, explain the function of gills in fish. Okay, now we are going to do this. Okay, everybody, add a question by clicking on the plus sign. You select, just now we have selected short answer. Now we select paragraph. Make sure it is set to required down here. Okay. If you want to describe something, you can click this one. Okay. Maybe you can put here just to show you, just showing you how, if you want to put description, explain the 3 functions of the gills. Okay, for the fish to survive. Okay, now everyone, try to create a question with a paragraph. Okay, how many of you have already done this? Finish setting up the question for paragraph. Can I have a look? Okay, done. Okay, so now you get the hang of it, right? Just create a question, select the type of answer that you want the student to do. Okay? All right, good. Now I'm going to show you. Let's say you want them to watch a video. After that, you want them to answer based on that video. Okay, this is how to do. Again, just now, if you want to add answer, you create the plus sign. Now, instead of putting the plus sign, you go down to this one. You see the looks like a play button here. Insert video. So this is where you can find it from the YouTube if you want. Let's say I want to put here, I want to search for fish. If you have a specific, you can put in. Okay, kalau soalan perlu tunjuk pengiraan, I would suggest they can write down the answer, they snap the picture and they upload inside. Like the one I said, if you notice, we have some of you registered, submit evidence of payment. So you can let them to write, they snap the picture, and then they can upload their files over there. That can be one thing I can suggest. Okay, let's say I just select one. So you can add in the title. Okay, watch this video and answer the questions below. So they need to watch this video first. If you want to ask them the question regarding video, again, as usual, you just press the plus sign. Then you start to create your question. Okay. Do you get the idea on inserting a video for the student to watch? After that, you add the question below. That is the thing. Siapa ni RM? If the question tu dia nak kena tunjuk pengiraan, saya boleh suggest dia karang dulu, kemudian dia snap picture dia, and then dia hantar, dia upload masuk dalam tu sebagai kita jawapan. That can boleh buat macam tu. Video ada limit. Okay, afterward I can show you. Saya tunjukkan nanti Dr. Suzana after this. Because after this kita nak tunjuk how student upload dia punya jawapan either in the form of PDF, Word, video or picture. Ya, Cik Farid. Video tu must position right before the question. Okay, eh? Now, can we go to the next part where they need to upload? Okay, how you want them to upload? Like just now, I give them a task. They need to take a video and they upload. Okay. Dr. Ali, the next step I'm going to show you how for the student to upload. Okay, can everybody click plus to add question? Okay, now I'm going to show you how where the student need to upload some materials to answer the question. Okay, now can everybody add the question? Okay, this is how. Let's say just now I said, you give them a certain question. Let's say calculate the velocity of the water flow from the filter. Show your calculation procedure. Okay, and submit the file. Okay. How an upload button is created. Okay. You create this question. At this section here, the multiple choice, short answer, checkbox, drop box, did you see a file upload instruction? Okay. Yes. All right. So at this multiple choice, you click here, the one that you want to select. What type of answer that the student give? You click here. Okay. Madam Hafiza, what about others? Did you all manage to see this? Okay. So you select this one and select file upload. So they will ask you, the respondent needs to upload. So continue. If you notice, this is the setting that you can set. Maximum file size. You can set up to 10 gig, even 1 gig. Okay. Let's say we set at 100 megabyte. Number of files that they need to upload. Let's say you want them to upload only one. Okay. What type of file that they need to upload? You need to click here. Allow only specific file type. So if you notice, document, presentation, spreadsheet, drawing, PDF, image, video, or audio. Okay. If let's say you don't feel confident that I think they just spot the calculated question, they may have prepared, maybe they adjust and then they submit. To me, another way is they take a video of them using that calculation, then they submit that video. Then you can really see that are they doing the right thing or not. Okay, so even they have a pre-recorded, the value will be different because I'm sure you will give them a different value, different question, different scenario compared to the exercise that they have done before. So two ways. Either they write up, you ask them to submit into an image form, or you can ask them to video their calculation and submit to you here. Make it required. Okay. If you want to describe so that to have additional instruction, put a description here. So you say, please prepare not more than 3 minutes video. Yes. Betul, Cik Farid. Once you set, you must inform them. That's why you need to add in a description. Okay, in what form? Video format. Okay. No. Okay. How many of you masih lagi tak dapat on the process of how for the student to upload their file? Okay, Dr. Azlina, if you want them to send multiple if for video, automatically Google will accept anything in a video format. If you want them to, let's say, submit video and then pictures, I would suggest you create two questions, two instructions. Submit your video here, submit your picture here. So they can send two different files at two different sections. It's a matter of creativity. The most important thing, once you get the hang of it, how to set the type of answer for the student to answer is up to your creativity. Yes, video too can any format. Google will already allow as long as it is in a video format. Okay, so we have finished this. Insert a video. It's the same thing as insert a picture. The only thing is the difference is, okay, let's add the question. Okay, click add question. Hey, sorry. I'm sorry. If you want to insert a picture, let me delete this one first. Okay, below this, okay, if you notice on the right where you have add question, you can add image. So this is where you can add your image. Let's say I add in from my Google Drive. Do I have a picture in my Google Drive? Okay. Or you can go to Google image search. Okay, let me search for ikan. Okay, I have this. You click insert, so it will insert a picture. So you will say, for example, here, question 6 to 10 is based on this picture. Okay, boleh ulang macam nak tulis description. Description, if you are preparing your question like this, you go to the bottom, the three button, the three dots. These three dots, if you click, select description. See now, I undo, there's no description. If you select add description, then you can type your description. That is one. Another one, if let's say that you are adding pictures like this, automatically you will be asked to add in description. Okay? Boleh Dr. RM? So go to the three dots at your question. Okay? So you have the three dots here. Click add description. Then you can type in your description. Okay, so far okay. Anything else that you all don't get it or confused? Okay, all right, good. Now, the last one that I want to show before we go to the last section. Now we are in the last part of adding the question. Do you remember in the question, you made a question, let's say I put here, explain the function of the gill. This is one of the questions that I created just now. You can go to any of your question, just go. Now, what I want all of you to look is next to the question. You will notice there's an icon for insert picture in the question. Just now, I showed to you how to insert a picture outside, where you want to say question 6 until 10 is based on this picture. But in this question, I just want to add the picture in this particular question. So how do I go? So submit YouTube link, can. And in that case, you don't need to ask the student to upload a video. You can just create a short answer. Please put your YouTube link here. Yes, correct. Now, we add a picture. Let's say I go to Google image search. I'm searching for fish gill. Okay, this is the gill. Then I insert. Now you see my question. Explain the function gills in fish. So I can adjust the size and they can start to answer here. Okay, for those of you mathematics, you might be asking, how do I create an answer where I can type in my formula or like this? What you can do is, you can type your question having all those formula symbol, save it as a picture, and you upload the picture in that particular question. Then you can put the question here, solve this equation. Because sometimes you will think how to add in all those symbols, the formulation for the student to see. So One of the way, you prepare it in a document or in a Google in a PowerPoint, save it as a picture, upload your picture of the question having that formula over here. Then the student can see the formulation or any things that you want them to calculate. Then they can start to answer your question. Okay? Now, that's about it for creating the question. We're going to go a little bit on the last part. Okay, can I go to the last part? The last part is, how do you collaborate with your colleague to add question? How do you create the link for the student to get the link and answer? Okay. This is how. Do you notice the top one here, the top right, where you have the send? Okay, where you have this add-on, theme, preview, setting, send. You have the three dots. You go here, you will have a list of undo, make a copy, move to trash, get pre-filled link, print, add collaborators. Go to add collaborators. So this is where you get the link. You can invite your colleague. Let's say you are doing in consists of 3 lecturers. Add in the 2 email address of that particular lecturer. They will have access to your exam and they have the chance to add in the question. So this is how you can add others to collaborate to build up the question together with you. Okay, again I show you. Done. This 3 dot, you click add collaborator. Okay. Then you can select the email of your colleague, type in and send. Then done. So this is one way. Now we are in our own house. So how do you get your friend to do that? Normally you send email for them to add in, but you can all work together inside one together, collaborate together by sharing this document, the quiz among your colleagues. So that is one thing. If we have finished preparing the quiz, the next step is we would like the quiz to be sent to the student so that the student can access and answer them. To do that, we need to create a link for the quiz. How are we going to create the link? Now, this is the step that I'm going to show to you. If you look up at the top right corner here, there is a send button over here, right? In the purple box. So you click this send button. A pop-up window will appear. Now, in this pop-up window, you can choose to send through email. If you send through email, you list down the email address, either of your student or anybody whom you want this form to be accessed. Or generally, we want to create a link. So you can create this by clicking on this middle button. Notice that Google has given a link to your form. Now this link is very long. Look at the bottom left corner. There is an instruction where you can shorten your URL. So what we are going to do is we're going to click here. If you notice, the link is shortened. So this is the link that you will copy. Either you post to your student through WhatsApp or your e-learn or through your email. And with this link is how the student will access your quiz and answer them. Now, if you want to know how many students has already submitted, at this question here, you can see responses at the top here. Question. The next one is responses. So this is the area where you can see how many students has submitted your assignment, your task, or your quiz. And on this top right here, you can see create spreadsheet. This is where you create the spreadsheet that collect all your data. Right? Some of you might ask, so when we do the quiz, where does the data is being compiled? So you can go to the response. Here, Google will collect the number of students who has responded. If you want to get the data, you can instruct Google to create a spreadsheet. So it will automatically create. When it creates, that is why I told you, create a folder specific for any forms. Otherwise, it will be everywhere. So like me, I prepared this inside the form. So it will be created inside here. Okay. Thank you for asking, Dr. Azlin, because I'm going to go to my last before I close. That is how to set the time, because just now I promised to show you. Okay. The last part, how to set the time. Okay, this is the way. I've added add-on. If you want to add add-on, you click this three dots. Okay, shuffle the question. I will show you afterward. You click at this three dot button. If you notice down here, you have add-ons. Now you can start to add on right now in your computer. Okay. Daily report. If you send this, I haven't done this every day. Generally, I will create a new, I just duplicate the form. Or you can send in the same form because the data will be collected based on the date. Then you can sort with different dates. You can send the same link. Most important, in your question, they are required to put the date. So when Google collect the data, when it is in the spreadsheet, you can sort based on the date. So should be, it can be done. To shorten the URL, there is a way, but I don't know whether to show you. Maybe I can just make a short video on how to shorten the URL later. But now we go here first. You click add-on. Okay, nanti saya tunjuk nanti Cik Kasawan ni nak buat create the form. If you go to add-on, you will go to G Suite Marketplace. So you search form limiter. If you notice here, you have here form limiter. So this is the one. Like in my case, I've already installed this. If you want to install, just click, follow the instruction. It will be installed. Okay, remember, again, I showed to you. Go back. I'll close this. This one, click the three dots, add on, find form limiter, and you just add. Follow the instruction. Once you have added, this is the thing that you do. Click on this add-on, form limiter. Why does this thing doesn't come out? Wait, let me try again. Is it somewhere here? It should have the icon where you can set. Let me close others first. Form limiter. Question. It should come out and a pop-up here where you can set. Or is it because I'm sharing? Yes. Ada shorten URL. Is it because I'm sharing right now the screen and the tak boleh? Okay, never mind. Maybe it's here. But if you click on the form limiter, I've tested it before. You will have the icon and you will put in the date and also the time. So this will limit the time, the duration of the exam. Let's say you want to do it at 1 hour 30 minutes and then on a particular date. Okay. Try to do it again. Last time I was doing it was okay. Why today I cannot? One person. Okay. Dr. Sheila, if you want to shuffle the question, you go to setting. There is a presentation. Okay, you have general, presentation, quizzes. Go to presentation, shuffle question order. There you can shuffle your question. Okay. Again, I show you. Go to setting, presentation, shuffle question. Okay. Then you can save. All right. Now, one thing that I would like to remind, the section here, just now when we add the section after the password, the student can only see the question once they have completed the password. After that, they can see the whole question. How do you avoid them to discuss among them for other questions? You can set section for every question so that each time the student only look at one question at a time. After they answered, then they go to the next question. If you don't add this section, they can straight away see the whole question. So if you want to avoid another way of cheating, step number 2, apart from password, apart from shuffling the question, apart from shuffling the answer, create section for every question so that the student can only see that one question at a time. Okay? Okay, Dr. Nasma can do that. I don't know why today I cannot do this form limiter add on, but this is the way. You can go here and you can set in the form limiter. Okay, so we have come up to the end of our session. Anything else that you want to ask? Tisha, why my short answer keluar macam cat? keluar as chart. Okay, let me check back. Short answer, it should be short answer. Respon dia keluar as a chart. Macam mana Tuan Kapten Afandi? Okey. Student nak semak semula. Najihah. Okey, kejap. The respond keluar as chart. Dr. Najihah tanya apa tadi ya? Saya tengok balik. Expand this. Okay, Dr. Najihah boleh type balik tak? Oh, form limiter tu Prof adalah untuk limit duration of exam for the whole paper tu. Bukannya form limiter tu untuk satu soalan. Yang kalau student nak tengok satu soalan pada satu masa, itu kita add section. Prof, dekat sini, dekat bawah ni. Yang ni, sebelah ni, yang saya tunjuk mouse ni, di sini. Form limiter tu, let's say, kita nak soalan ni hanya berlangsung esok hari Sabtu, 11 hari bulan, pukul 12 hingga pukul 1. Then kita boleh set. Jadi siapa yang pukul 1 dia tak sempat siap, dia dah memang dihalang untuk submit. To set end time. Okay, kalau student kita ramai dan ada beberapa kumpulan, data yang kita dapat tu boleh extract ikut kumpulan tak? Okey, student kita ramai dan kita ada beberapa kumpulan. Boleh. Sekiranya Dr. Najihah telah setkan setiap kumpulan hantar satu. Sebab dia buat kerja kumpulan, jadi for sure saya assume satu kumpulan akan hantar satu form. Okey. Kalau kita nak buat kumpulan di mana semua orang hantar, boleh Dr. Najihah. Pastikan dekat soalan tu tambah short answer group. Contohnya group 1, 2, 3, 4. Jadi dalam Excel nanti kita boleh sort ikut kumpulan. Pastikan dia salah satu arahan instruction, kita create satu soalan kumpulan, group. Dan kita masuklah 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jadi bila macam tu, any student that fill up, when they have already put in their group number, when you receive the data, you can sort according to the group number. Okay? Boleh tak semak semula? Yang ni, semak semula apa yang dia jawab. If ada password dan soalan, di-create pada different section. Boleh juga. Semak soalan, kalau dia pergi back, dia boleh semak. Yes, Dr. Yusnita, when you ask the student to go to another section, you can create another password to go into that section. Boleh. Okay. Cannot set start. That means you can ask them to be there at a certain particular time. And then when you set the password, that is where you can standardize everybody to set at the same time. Oh, kalau buat quiz untuk semua student, Dr. Ha, yes. Kalau buat quiz untuk semua student, Dr. Najihah just ada tambah satu lagi instruction, short answer, letakkan bagi mereka letak nama kumpulan. From there, bila dia hantar nanti, in your Google Sheet, responses ni, Dr. Najihah, when you open up, you can sort based on kumpulan. Yes, kita sort sendiri. Okay. The response keluar as chart. Let me check. Kalau kita buat short answer ni, Review. Two, three. Okay, saya check saya punya kelab. Okay, saya pergi. Okay, ni saya tengah buat exam ni. Okay, fish. Let's say saya jawab ini. Salah. Okay, short answer. Explain the function. Ada lagi tak yang ni? Okay, short answer saya tengok pada nama tadi. Sepatutnya dia keluar macam tu je. Macam mana tu Dr. Pandi? Dia keluar sebagai chart. Yang keluar list. The other one keluar as chart. Oh, okay. Dr. Pandi, you need to check back the same question, but you are duplicating. Is it the same setting or not? If it's a different setting, then you need to adjust back the setting to make sure that it is as the same short answer. Okay, let me create this one more question. Short answer. Wait. Okay, let me create this short answer. Where is it? That's my short answer. Okay. Okay, a question below. Short answer. Put here. Okay. Testing. Short answer. Okay, this is one question. Required. Then I make a duplicate. Okay. So, make sure it is in a short answer. Okay. This one you don't want response validation. Okay. Okay, same setting ya. Saya tukar ni sekejap. Saya tak nak dia required supaya saya boleh senang pergi terus. Okay. Now let me check this again. Email. Okay, next. Oh, this one because I put like this. Okay, mine should be okay. Auto for marking kan? Yes. The marking will be based on the correct answer. Captain, if you can afterwards, ataupun some other day ke, atau afterwards, you can show to me that thing that you get a chart. I'll try to discuss with you to settle. Yeah. If we shuffle, submit dan tunjuk jawapan yang dijawab. Okay. Ni saya buat testing. Okay, let's say this one saya add fun. Let's say ni saya tak nak kan. Okay, ada sebahagian saya tak nak answer. Ada sebahagian lagi saya answer. This one saya type je lah. To answer. Ni salah. Okay. Sekarang saya submit. Oh, nak kena tambah. Okay, let's say saya tambah question ni. Assume saya hantar satu. Tambah. Your calculation. Walaupun ada sensor set. Okay, let's say saya tak nak required. Okay, cancel. Saya submit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Specific file type serta image. Saya tutup balik. Saya preview. Okay. So, ini tak perlu sebab dah ni just nak tunjuk. Okay, let's say saya just jawab. Okay. Add file. Select file. Gambar. Okay, saya masukkan gambar. Upload. Okay. Masukkan number. Sebab mungkin tadi saya setting ni. Okay. Submit. So, bila submit, your response has been recorded. Nak tengok, kita akan pergi ke response. Di sini, dah ada satu response. So, you can see the score. Okay, if you want to know in detail, go to the create spreadsheet. So, create. So, this is where the data is collected. Okay. Tapi tak jumpa setting ni. Boleh kita set time limit. Dekat form limiter, you need to add on the form limiter. That setting, Madam Hafizah, when you add on form limiter, then you can set. From the original one, you cannot. Jawapan untuk marking long paragraph. Cara terbaik untuk marking jawapan. Yang ni, so far saya tak pernah lagi buat soalan yang di mana dia jawab paragraph di dalam Google Form. Because normally I use Google Form for formative assessment. But there's another way kalau nak buat, sama ada kita ada marking scheme. Because that one you need to read based on your marking scheme. And then you give points based on the marking scheme yang ada. Normally kita buat macam tu saja kan. Okay. Alright. Now, kita pun dah terlajak ni, 11:39. Okay. Kat form limiter. Madam Hafizah. Okay. I think I stop until now because I've taken a lot of time. Please contact me using my handphone. Sorry, this one. Okay, I will try to settle all your things afterward. And some of them I will start to share inside Oasis at my section. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate your presence. Okay, and even Prof. Saladin also is here. Thank you very much, Prof, for following me. Prof. Nora, everybody. Thank you very much. Anything, please contact me. We can work together and try to see how to ni. Then sama-sama kita tambah ilmu. Okey. Dan Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera.
Okey, terima kasih kepada Dr. di atas perkongsian
isi kehadiran.
Okey, participant boleh mengisi kehadiran di ruangan chat yang akan diberikan. Okey, kita silakan Dr. Maimar dulu untuk sedikit ucapan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and selamat pagi. Thank you to Dr. Shah for today's training dan juga to all our participants. Dan we have another few more training organized by e-learning dan juga PPBI. So dengan harapan untuk memberikan pendedahan kepada to all warga UMT sama ada pensyarah ataupun staff yang lain. There are lots of apps dan juga few things yang available, yang freely available dan boleh digunakan dalam kita punya untuk conduct kita punya kerja-kerja seharian. And together with us this morning, we have Professor Dr. Azul Abu Osman. So, Prof, ada any words for us today? Prof. Andi, Prof Azul ada mute. Okay.
Sekejap Ya.
Okay.
Hello.
Ya, Prof.
Ya, Prof.
Ya, terima kasih Dr. Shahreza and all. I think it's very informative and I learned a lot. Thank you very much. Keep on this kind of excellent work.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Okay, terima kasih Dr. Shah. Saya sebenarnya belajar banyak hari ni. Banyak yang saya tak tahu. But alhamdulillah. Terima kasih.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Okay, terima kasih.
Okay, thank you everyone. InsyaAllah kita jumpa lagi besok. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.